So in 2.3, we're going to create a box plot. Same data from the tomato plants. So it says a box plot can also be used to represent the distribution of numerical data. And what we talked about in the intro problem in 2.1 was that it really gives a general idea. And this right here is called your 5-number summary. And that will give us this general idea about the distribution. So the 5-number summary mainly pivots around the median. So hopefully the median is something that we recall because that's our middle value. So the median is our middle data point. Now, we have a very easy strategy in order to find that. So as long as your data is in order, so your data needs to be in order. From high to low, low to high. Usually we go low to high, right? We go left to right. So as long as your data is in order, we can then find our median. And then we use, hopefully, what we might know as our crossout method. So we take one from the left, one from the right, one from the left, one to the right. And we're trying to cut down until we get to that middle value. So we take the lowest, and down here is our highest. Then our next lowest, next highest, next lowest. Remember, we're working backwards from the right side, so we got to go over here to 88. Low, high, 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 low, high. Sometimes you just got to get creative with it. Low, high, low, high, low, high. And now we have 2 left in the middle. And if you recall, when you get 2 left in the middle, so as if you were to cross them out, you'd be left with nothing. You go halfway in between. So you go halfway in between those last 2, and that'll give you your median. And in this case, our median would be 71, halfway in between 70 and 72. So this is our median, 71. I'm going to put that under the median. Now, that was step 1. We said find the median, bada bing, bada boom. Number 2 says find the median of the least 15 values to split it into the first and second quarters. So guys, median, since it's the middle, it cuts the data in half. So on one side, there's a lower half, and then on the other side, there's an upper half. And all we want to do is then split the lower half in half and split the upper half in half. So I'll use a different color. So I'll use red, little Christmas vibes here. Let's look at the lower half. So we're only focusing on the lower half of data. And we're going to use the same strategy. We're going to use our crossout method to find the middle of the lower half. So low, high, low, high, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So we ended on our median there. Whoops, let's put this back. So it seems now that we've found that the middle of that lower half is 62. So the middle of that lower half is 62. And what we call this is we're going to put this, it says add this value under Q1. So 62, we're going to call this Q1. So the middle of the lower half is Q1. So the middle of the lower half, we're going to call Q1. Okay, there's step 2. Step 3 says, now we're going to find the middle of the upper half of the data. It says find the value that splits the data into the third and fourth quarters. In this case, the higher end. So we'll do the same thing. We'll use a different color. We're only going to focus on the upper half of the data. Same thing. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, and a high. So it turns out we have that nice value right in the middle. So the middle of the upper half is 78. And we're going to say the middle of the upper is we're going to call Q3. So we'll put 78. Now the minimum and the maximum are exactly like you would think. Minimum, our lowest value being 47, and our maximum value being 90. So now we have what's called the 5-number summary. The minimum, the Q1, which is the middle of the lower half, the median, which is the middle of everything, Q3, which is the middle of the upper half, and then the maximum. So we go to plot these points, and this is how we do it. We start with, honestly, the best place to start is our median. So we're going to put our median with a line kind of floating above the graph. We're going to put it with a line that would touch, if you were to extend it, it would touch straight down at 71. Okay, this is where the box comes in. We're now going to extend the box over until we hit our Q3 value. So we hit about 78, and then we complete the box on the right side. Then we go to the other side until we get down to Q1 and extend the box until we hit about 62. That's where the box in the name Boxplot comes in. And from the box, now we extend out a wing on each side. So our minimum is down at 47, so we extend out a wing until we hit 47, and we draw a vertical line. And we extend out a wing until we hit 90, and we draw a vertical line. So this gives us an idea of, very generally, where the minimum, where the maximum, and where the middles of all the data falls. Because as you can see, we have our minimum here, our Q1, our median on this line, our Q3, and then our maximum. So we don't know specifically where all the data is, but it gives us a general understanding of the middle of each of the quarters and of the high and the low.